Oh, look, it doesn't work. He doesn't have on a navy blue t-shirt today. I got a normal blue t-shirt on today. Uh, I'm continuing the series, How to Make a Fan Film. So, last video, we went through the chicken scratch that I made up about breaking down what you want to do, how you want to do it, getting the storyboards for the scenes, or at least making a list of what scenes are going to be there, all the characters you need. So now, I would say the next most important thing, I would go scene to scene as far as locations. So this video is going to be about how to convince people to help you. Because if you don't have people to help you, you're going to have a lot of trouble. If you don't have people letting you into their establishments or wherever you want to film, your video is going to be what? Filmed in your living room all day? Nope. It's not going to work. In your backyard? On your roof? Nope. If you want your fan film to have some realism to it, you have to get out. You're going to be all over your town. And all kinds of different buildings that don't belong to you. How do you get people to do this? How did I get people to do this? Okay, well, let's go through it. Let's say you have all your scenes lined up. And then you have to make a list of location lists. It's like we talked about before. So you look at your location list for every scene. And it's going to be a wide range of things. Usually, in a superhero type movie, you're going to need alleys. Those are free. You don't have to ask for that. Just do it. I never ask permission to the city. I want to film on this street no, you just do it. Cops will drive by and they'll just see you in a costume and they just go, okay, they're doing something. Maybe it's for school. I never got kicked out. Well, one time. That's another video story. Top of a parking garage. Cops showed up. It was funny. They gave us an hour, though. They said 1 hour, and you guys are out of here. That was pretty cool. Anyway. So, alleys. Warehouses. For any type of scene, meaning like a fight scene. Somehow, for some reason, people are always fighting in abandoned warehouses, but it looks good. Warehouses. Where do you get the warehouse people? So you have to track down for a warehouse. First things first, contact everyone you know before you start calling places and they're like, what? So first thing you got to do, contact everyone you know and have them ask if you're younger, have them, not even if it doesn't matter who. Ask everyone you know to ask everyone they know if they can help you get into some kind of a warehouse to film a scene for your movie. Right away, and then tell them that if they let us use it, we'll give them, their name will be in the credits. We'll give them a shout out, and they could probably even be in the movie. That's the ticket. Everyone wants to be in a movie. You could be a 7-year-old kid making a movie, but if they see you actually are serious about it, you have a storyboard, you have characters, you know what you're going to do, you have ideas for locations, and you're actually on it. It doesn't matter if a guy's 50 years old. He's like, what's this going to be on? Oh, it's going to be all over YouTube, and I want you to act in it since I can use your warehouse. It just kind of, something happens. It gets people, everyone wants to be in something like that at least once in their lives. Like, I got people I would ask them, you would never think these people would want to be in a type of like Spiderman movie or something like that, and then right away they just change from being kind of a hard-faced looking type person into, really? Like, and you can see the ideas going on as you're looking into their eyes, like, I'm going to be in a movie. It's like they kind of lose their minds a little bit. So, you ask your friends and everyone you know, I need a warehouse. Tell them we'll give them the credit in the credits, and they can probably, I'll find them a part in the movie, because you could always use extras, or you never know. You might get a response from, hey, my uncle has a warehouse and he says he would like to be in the movie. Send me, okay, great. We want to film on this day. Let him know, can I get his number, get all his contact information, so then you're not going through a middleman. Hey, what'd your uncle say? Okay, can you ask your uncle this? Okay, what'd your uncle say about that? No. Go straight to the source. What's his phone number? What's his email? What's his Instagram? Like, how do I contact him? What's the fastest way to contact him? Go straight for that. But then you might see him or her and be like, that guy can be, like, if it's a Spiderman movie, that guy could be the Vulture. That's a perfect Doc Ock. You never know who's gonna look like what, and then they more than likely will want to be in it. Or if not, if they don't have the look you're looking for any certain character, they could be someone, if it's a Spider-Man movie and it's in the Daily Bugle and you just need someone to walk by with papers, writing on paper, he'll be that guy. Or she'll be that guy. So there's always something for everyone. You want more hands than you need at all times. Anyway, so the location, so that would be like for anything too. If you need a warehouse, if you need an office, if you need a certain look, a certain style of house. Like I remember we filmed like the scenes where Harry was supposed to live in a bigger house, like a nice style house. We filmed those scenes. Like I filmed the outside, like for setting shots, like just to set up, like, you know how like a lot of times I did it a lot. It's like a classic, more of like an 80s and 90s, early 2000s type thing. They still do it now. Like they'll show the outside scene of a building to just establish the setting for like a second or two, like maybe 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Like maybe a moving shot, like for Harry Osborn and Norman's house. I found a house. I drove around in a richer neighborhood, but older, more aged, and I found that giant looking house with the huge pillars, and I just straight up went over, and it was in a fence. That's why it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't remember if you see the bars, but I just put the camera in there outside of the gate, and I filmed their house for 10 seconds. I took off. So sometimes you just have to do what you got to do. I'm not saying go looking for trouble, but you know, I filmed someone's house. I wasn't standing on their property. But I filmed their house, but the establishment shot is important, because then if it shows the establishment shot of the location, wherever you're filming, or whatever shot it goes to right after the establishment shot, it doesn't matter if you're in that actual house or not. You go find a house that matches possibilities of what the rooms could maybe look like with bigger bookshelves. But I mean, you got to think the square on your storyboard only is going to fit the main character that's maybe talking, and maybe the back of someone's head in the corner. Like if this is the back of someone's head, and then this is, I'm doing it based on just what I see, and like this is the back of their head talking, and then you have them talking. I mean, look what's behind me. A TV, a door, a corner of a dresser, and then the corner of a wall. I mean, the establishment shot makes people think a lot, and it really helps your movie, the production of your movie come up. So you could even go if you can't get in a warehouse, let's say you can't get a location for something like a warehouse, there's ways for that also, like if you do green screening. So you go get the establishment shots of just a big busted up looking warehouse, you film it for 10 seconds, that's your establishment shot. And then you find pictures online of old abandoned warehouse inside. Google that and find some really high def pictures. On your editing software, you green screen yourself, maybe fighting or doing something up close. Closer shots would be better, because if you could see your full body and then you see the picture too much, you give it away. It's like, oh, he green screened himself in there. But if the shots are quick and you're green screen and then you're good with getting rid of the green and then the green's gone, and you take that image you got online and you stretch it and you maybe blur it a little bit so it looks like background, then your video will be, it shows the establishment shot of the warehouse, and then all of a sudden it shows you doing something in the warehouse or someone's working on something, but the shot's like closer like this. The background is stretched and blurred a little bit. Maybe, or I'm not that good with that stuff anymore, but you can figure out ways to get it going and at least have it in there. Because then let's say you get to the very end of your production, it's almost done, and then someone hits you up, hey, my uncle said he came up on a warehouse, you can use it. Then you're green screened. At least you had the shot kind of established, so you can either go refilm the scene in there. But if he says you can only be in here for like 10 minutes, it just depends. Maybe just film shots of, like, film a real shot. I did that a lot for certain things. Like, I would film a real shot for the background, so then it's on the same camera that I'm filming me with the green screen, and then you film the actual shot of a real warehouse or inside of somewhere that you can't get in, stay in very long. Like, you could be in there 10 minutes, get in, get out. Okay, thank you, sir, thank you. And then you just set up the camera so it's solid on a stand. You're filming an establishment shot, but then at least it matches a little more. Sorry, I'm getting off on a tangent all about green screening. So anyway, the main thing is asking everyone you know, and then let's say no one can find it, you can't find anyone that knows anything or has anything. Next, you start calling places and you start walking into places. So you want to call things like, you need to look at like commercial real estate, like for warehouses and things like that, and you email the realtor, or you find out who actually owns this warehouse. Who's the owner? I did that for one. I found out who is the owner. There's like a for lease sign and the realtors. And then I think I'm not sure how I got it. I must have contacted the realtors. Hi, my name's Roger King. I'm trying to film a Spiderman fan film. I noticed that the for lease sign, I'm trying to figure out who owns the warehouse on the corner of this street and this street. I wanted to talk to him. Is it possible that you can pass my message to him, or I can email him myself or call him myself? As long as you come out professional, they might give you the number, they might give you a name, and then you research the number or something. And usually it'll be email. They might give you an email, but they might legally not be able to give you that information. So then you have to really research who owns this. Word of mouth is big too. Asking around, you never know what someone might say. Like, oh, well, the guy that owns the bar downtown on this corner and this corner is the guy that owns the warehouses and this and that. So then you go to that place, to the bar or wherever the guy is, and you hunt him down. Hi, even though if you're too young or something, you knock on the door. I want to talk to the owner because he has a warehouse that I need to try and film in. I need to talk to him. They'll just go, oh, how cute. Okay, hey, Jim, or hey, John. These kids want to make a movie in your warehouse, huh? And this guy comes out. This didn't happen. Well, kind of. And then you just tell him, and he's just like, you know what? And then you tell him, you can be in it. You know, it doesn't matter how old you are. It can work. If you really want it, people see your passion, too. Like, if you're super passionate about it, but you have all your stuff, and you're serious, a lot of times people will see your passion, and they'll go, okay, we'll let you film in here, but I'm gonna be there too. I have 20 seconds. I'm sorry. I'm gonna continue the locations. Up next video, I'm gonna talk about how to match people and get people to act. Subscribe, share, ring the bell. God loves you guys. I will see you later.